Beauty is a social construct. It's not a universal truth. From the moment we were born, we were placed into a world of perception, a world that defines beauty and ugliness through the external lenses, either through media, through culture, through trends, race, class, through history. You know, whether we are considered beautiful or ugly, it often has less to do with who we truly are. And it's more to do with others, what others have been conditioned to admire or even reject. I mean, think about it. In some cultures, pale skin is praised. In others, darker skin is glorified. Now, in one era, slimness was actually admired. And then now in the era we are in, now thickness, being curvy is actually idealized. So if beauty standards keep changing, ask yourself, why am I trying to find my worth in a moving target? Unajua, perception is not always fair, but confidence is always yours. It's true there are things about how people respond to you that are beyond your control. Some will dismiss you because of how you look. Others will idolize you for the same reason. Some won't even see you until you walk in with conviction. You cannot control how others perceive you, but you can absolutely control how you perceive yourself. And that inner perception is what the world eventually reflects back. People don't just respond to your appearance. They respond to your energy, your posture, your belief about yourself. You might not be able to change what people see at first glance, but you can change the story you carry. And that is what truly shifts the atmosphere. Redefine your beauty from within, not from internal metrics. Beauty isn't just about symmetry or even the skin tone. It's about your presence, your energy, your alignment, your awareness. Basically, beauty is wholeness. When you accept yourself, when you accept your flaws and all, you stop performing for approval. You stop shrinking for acceptance. You stop chasing for validation. And ironically, that's when people start now noticing your beauty. Not because you changed your face, but because you claimed your space. Your power is in, like you telling yourself, I might not match your standard, but I'm still whole. I'm still worthy. I'm still radiant. That is confidence. And confidence is very magnetic. It makes people rethink what beauty even means. What we often call ugly is not about features. It's about emotional distance. When someone has no confidence, no self-respect, no inner light, the world they'll perceive dullness. They'll see someone who, they won't see any bright around there. They won't see something worth to look at. But when someone is connected to their identity, when they carry themselves like they belong, they disrupt the narrative of what ugly looks like. You can't control your bone structure, but you can control your belief structure. Beauty isn't something you chase. It's something you embody. It's not how you fit. It's not how you fit the world's image. It's how you fit within your own skin, within your own self. Whether you are called beautiful or ugly by the world, it doesn't change the deeper truth. You are the standard for your own beauty. And when you carry yourself like you believe that, then trust me, people will adjust their gaze. So redefine beauty, not to match their lens, but to match your light. Embody who you are. My people, heal. Heal.